Am I the asshole for getting annoyed a girl wouldn't share her machine at the gym? I've seen this asked on this sub a few times, but I still wanted to see what people thought of my specific case. I was at the gym today, doing my own thing as always and finishing up my workout. I only had one more main workout on the lateral raise machine. I walked over and saw that a girl was already on it. No big deal, I thought, I'll just wait behind her and relax. I don't mind taking a break to scroll through Reddit anyways because I'm almost done anyways. As I'm scrolling through Reddit for about 10 minutes, I can't help but notice that the girl using the machine is kind of fiddling with the machine, doing maybe 3-5 reps and then sitting there on her phone or just listening to music. TBH, I know it's not my business whether or not she's actually being productive with her workout or not, but at the same time, 10 minutes has gone by and I want to finish up already. So I walk over to her, and politely say to her, "Excuse me, sorry to bug, but do you have a lot more on this machine?" Something I've asked to a lot of people in my gym career. I can tell right from the beginning that she seems standoffish because she doesn't even take the time to take out her AirPods before giving me a look as if to say go away. I have to repeat what I say again before she is willing to take her AirPods out to actually hear me, address me. After asking her again how many more sets she has, she responds that she doesn't know how many more she has and that she's just trying to work out. I then ask her if it's cool that I work in which she gives me a dirty look and says, "No, I just want to be able to work out." I respond, "Okay, but indefinitely." And she says, "I'm just trying to work out." It seemed like she was getting defensive over me asking her at all, and I told her that I'm not being rude by asking. This is pretty normal thing to do. She responds with something to the effect of, "I know that it's normal but I just don't want to share. I want to use it until I'm done." I was honestly fucking frustrated at this point because she had already been on the machine for a long time, and when I politely asked her, she's telling me she doesn't know how many more she has and simultaneously is telling me she doesn't want to share either. So, how long am I going to wait then? She was also pretty rude and petty during this entire exchange while I was trying to be polite and respectful. I also thought that maybe she's new, but it seems like she wasn't if she knows that people asking to join her is the norm but she chooses not to do it. I ended up ending the conversation by saying, "Well, I don't know what's going on in your life to be acting like this, but I genuinely hope it gets better because you're acting rude. I know people aren't obligated to share if someone asks, but if you're going to just fuck around with the machine for as long as you want, with no timeline on when you'll be done, isn't that kind of a dick move? Am I the asshole?" And #X200B. Edit. Thanks for people pointing out she might have been uncomfortable because she thought I was hitting on her. I will keep that in mind the next time I am interacting with women at the gym as it'll help me understand some reactions. Also, I know that there are dumbbells but this machine, usually, has less traffic and the free weight area was busy. It's something to keep in mind in the future, but honestly didn't expect my interaction to go with her like that. Shout out to those who say that it's obvious I don't go to the gym a lot and I'm clueless. Seems like the vast majority of people here are in agreement that I know very basic, standard gym etiquette. Also, some of y'all seem miserable and must be horrible to be around in real life. Wow, good luck. Not the asshole. Your whole interaction with her seemed reasonable. Even your last comment wasn't an asshole move. She seems more like the asshole here, but like you said she might be going through some ish. Info. Gender? If you're a guy, she may have been under the impression that you were trying to hit on her. Doesn't excuse the attitude, but might explain it. You're definitely not the asshole, but I will chip in by saying there could be a possible chance when you were waiting at first that she noticed you and maybe got uncomfortable seeing you just waiting and, possibly glancing over from time to time. Not that this is of unusual behavior, as I've stared at people doing their sets before even when not waiting for the machine, and if it was another guy then people wouldn't even consider this option, but maybe this made her standoffish when you then went to approach her and she moved like ta. But yeah, don't feel no type of way bro, you're all good for how you acted. Not the asshole. It's gym etiquette to let people work in as long as it's feasible and doesn't disrupt the first person's timing. And depending on the gym the rules or guidelines may actually require you allow people to work in. A couple gyms I went to in the past had signs posted reminding people to allow others to work in. Don't you know other options? If someone is hogging a machine, I find an alternative way work the same muscle. I'm not about to spend more than 2 minutes resting for any reason. She sounds super spoiled and strange. You will run into people like that. Don't let it ruin your day. Am I the asshole for asking my friend about why I was not invited for a holiday dinner? To set up the context, I am a graduate student in a small department. During Thanksgiving, I invited my classmates who stayed in town over for dinner, including one classmate who I will refer to as Kara. For reference, another classmate, Brenda, was also in town but did not join for Thanksgiving. Fast forward a few months later, I heard Kara, Brenda, and another classmate Darren were arranging a holiday dinner for the New Year's. I asked Kara if I could join, and Kara said sure but would have to check with Brenda and Darren first. A few days pass, I hear back from Kara saying that Darren had changed plans and was going back to visit their family. Since Darren was leaving, Brenda and Kara decided to do a girls' night instead. This happened the day before the scheduled dinner. I was disappointed, especially since I had already purchased some food to bring for the dinner, but did not challenge their decision. Then a month later, I heard from Brenda that Brenda, Kara, Darren, and 2 additional classmates had a New Year's dinner. Confused about this situation, I asked Kara a few days later to clarify what happened during New Year's. Kara told me that she and Brenda had a girls' night and then on the following week, Brenda arranged a dinner with the rest of the classmates. What irritated me was that Brenda had referred to this dinner as a New Year's dinner, so in my mind it seemed like they had simply moved the original plans without letting me know. I mentioned to Kara that I felt excluded especially since most of my classmates were invited. A few days after, another classmate, Edgar, who did not attend any of the outings, wrote a public post telling everyone to mind their own business and not to make other people uncomfortable. I confronted Edgar about their post privately saying they shouldn't make blanket statements. Edgar told me that Kara had told him that I had made her uncomfortable by asking about the dinner. To summarize, am I the asshole for asking my friend to clarify what happened? I understand that people are entitled to do whatever social activities with whomever they want and accept that. But I felt particularly hurt by Edgar making a public statement, especially as they were not involved with any of the events. Edit. For extra background, Kara and Darren had asked me if I celebrate the New Year. Initially, I said I was agnostic towards the holiday, but I took it as a soft invite and asked Kara to join a couple of days later. The actual dinner that took place a week after ended up being hosted and organized by Brenda, although to what degree Kara, Darren, or anyone else was involved in its planning I do not know as I did not ask further. Edit 2. New Year's is specifically Chinese New Year's here. The graduate group is a mix of Americans and internationals who are mostly from Asia. Edit 3. To be clear, I did not know that the 2 events, the girls' night and the dinner, were separate until I spoke with Kara. I was confused and had asked because it sounded like they were the same event. Not the asshole. Also, they're not your friends. I wouldn't ask people that are relatively new in my life, I would just cut them out. I have a long-term friend, since childhood, and I'm 40, who out of the blue somehow ghosted me. This is the type of event that I would ask what's going on. And I did. It turned out he has some problems, but not with me, anyway. You are the asshole because, I asked Kara if I could join, and Kara said sure but would have to check with Brenda and Darren first. When she got back to you, letting you know the dinner wasn't happening, she was trying to let you down nicely by not just saying, no. You bought food for a dinner you hadn't even received a confirmation for. They all were avoiding telling you they didn't want to include you, and you missed their hints. Was that the best way? Surely not, but I feel like they didn't want to hurt your feelings. These aren't your friends, they are just people you are in a program with. Find a new group that will be interested in including you. Not the asshole. These people aren't your friends. I wouldn't give them another thought. No assholes here, they're allowed to not want to hang out with you. You're not the asshole for asking, but you are getting into that territory by being so pushy. I can kind of see why they didn't want you around if this is your typical behavior. Your inability to read a room and your entitlement might be a bit much. And it doesn't seem like these are actual friends, just acquaintances. You invited yourself and then got upset when they were uncomfortable talking about it. Not everyone is good at confrontation. You are the asshole. Am I the asshole for knowingly letting my mom's boyfriend get food poisoning? I, 24 male, am visiting my mom, 54, for a couple of days. Yesterday evening I was in the kitchen preparing a chicken dish. My mom's boyfriend, 55, came into the kitchen to prepare a salad and asked me if he could use the cutting board. The cutting board and knife were still soaked with chicken juice and had tiny bits of raw chicken on it, so I obviously said no, that he should use the spare one. I was still busy with cooking, but had planned to clean both by hand and then put it in the dishwasher. I am very cautious about food safety, especially regarding chicken, and I would not have let him use the board, even if he cleaned it by hand. Since I don't trust meat-contaminated tools, if they weren't in the dishwasher. My mom's boyfriend on the other hand does not believe in food poisoning. He never had it, so obviously it can't exist. I don't know why he is so unreasonable regarding this topic, since he is not like that with other stuff. He is not anti-vax or anything, it's just food safety he doesn't believe in. He still insisted on using the cutting board and knife. I reminded him of salmonella, to which he just sighed, "You and your salmonella." I replied that if he wants to use it then fine, if he cleans it, it may not be up to my cleaning standards, but I don't have to eat that salad. Well, that man did not intend to clean the cutting board. He wanted to cut the vegetables, that he wanted to eat raw, on the dirty cutting board, with the dirty knife. I immediately told him that he cannot do that and we had a heated discussion. This was not the first time we had a fight about food safety and I have more than once refused to eat anything he had prepared. In the past I had grabbed the kitchen utensils out of his hand and ensured that he could not do stupid like that. But this time I was already exhausted from having such a stupid discussion. I was also caught off guard, because he never attempted something so unsafe before. So I thought fine, if he wants to give himself salmonella so badly, then I will not stop him. I just warned my mom how he prepared said salad, she did not eat it, and let him eat his food hazard. You can probably guess what happened next. It's the next day and as expected, he is laying sick in bed. My mom pulled me aside and told me, I should have stopped him from preparing the salad on the cutting board. That I knew what would happen and that it was cruel of me, to let him eat it. I responded, that she knew how he prepared it and could have stopped him from eating it. Her reasoning is that there was already an argument, because she refused to eat the salad herself and she did not want to cause another. I do feel bad that he is no sick, but I tried to talk him out of it and I don't think I should have to physically stop him from doing something stupid like that. On the other hand, I do feel like an asshole for letting him go trough with it. So am I the asshole? Not the asshole, and he is a fool, and even your mother was smart enough not to eat it, but she blames you when you warned him and your mother knew better and she did not force him not to eat it. I guess he learned his lesson and won't do that again. It is not your fault. Not the asshole, but he's a grown-ass man and your mother blames you? This is the one lesson he needed to learn. Don't mess with chicken. Not the asshole and proven correct. This was obviously an asshole and also got to find out was wrong. Mom is an asshole for expecting Op to manage her BF relationship where she clearly will not. Not the asshole, you warned him, and this wasn't even the first warning. Hopefully he believes in food poisoning now, face with rolling eyes. Not the asshole. You tried your best. This section below makes me feel very sad for your mother. She knew how he prepared it and could have stopped him from eating it. Her reasoning is that there was already an argument, because she refused to eat the salad herself and she did not want to cause another. Am I the asshole for leaving my friend's belongings unprotected? So I, 22M, have been struggling a lot to manage my time to study, so whenever I had an exam I would stay all night long studying for it. Probably not the best idea, but that's the only way I knew I could pass my exams. I had my last exam today from my engineering degree. When I finished the exam, I planned to get home to rest for a bit since I was exhausted, but another friend of mine, 33F, asked if I could stay with her, hang out and talk, since we wouldn't be able to see each other much these holidays. Even though I was very tired, I still accepted. So after talking about how the exam went, we went to the library and decided to play some video games. She then gets a phone call from a friend of hers, so she went out to pick it up while I was guarding her stuff. I waited for her to be done with it, but I started to feel really tired and kinda sick on my stomach, so I decided to close my eyes for a bit. I had in mind that she trusted me to keep an eye on her stuff, so I didn't fully sleep, but I still was resting my head on my schoolbag while grabbing hers with my hand. The thing is, she didn't seem to come back. 45 minutes had passed and she is still out, so I decide to check on her, see if everything's okay. Before leaving the library, I see her talking with a guy from our friend group. I was kinda sad she didn't tell me that she was with our common friend, because she was making me wait when I could have hung out with both of them too. But I still waited for her to text me or SMTH, thinking that maybe she met him just then. Also, it wasn't the first time she left me alone for that long while checking on her stuff, but I still wanted to be a good friend. So I wait for another half an hour or so. I check on her again and she's talking to even more people. I got very mad and decided to just go home. She starts calling me as soon as I leave the library. I hung up every time. She then texts me, this being our conversation. What the hell? You did not just leave like that? PL's not today. Seriously. What do you mean not today? I just saw you leave? With all my stuff still in there? Hello? You went too far, dude. Go FCK yourself. After that I blocked her number. A few hours later our friend told me that I did go too far because her stuff could have been stolen. I was really angry at the time and, to be honest, the library was pretty full of people, so someone stealing from her would have been very difficult without anyone noticing. I felt like I was her dog which she tied on a streetlight or something, as if she expected me to just wait patiently till she came back while she was talking to our friend for like 75 minutes. In my opinion, the least she could have done is to tell me he was hanging out outside, knowing that I stayed just for her and that I had 0 hours of sleep. I guess I could have told her that I was leaving so she could check on her stuff, but I didn't really think about it at the time. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. It is not your job to watch her stuff while she socializes with everyone under the sun, except you. Leaving was justified. But you could have walked up to her with her stuff and told her you were going home. You wanted to avoid a confrontation. But you are an adult and sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. That being said, it's time to ditch this friendship. You can do better. Not the asshole. There is a difference between expecting a friend to keep an eye on stuff for a few minutes while you take a call or something on the one hand, and expecting someone to watch your stuff indefinitely on the other. As far as I'm concerned, if she didn't explicitly ask you to keep an eye on her stuff while she went off for more than an hour, disrespectful as hell, emo, then you don't have any obligation here. This is a grown-ass woman of 33, she needs to be responsible for her own crap. Missing words. Not the asshole. She let you babysit her stuff for like an hour and a half while she hung out with other people. She used you. What you did was petty and I probably wouldn't have cursed at her rather than explain why you were upset. But you owed her no consideration. Not the asshole. She committed to hang with you and lied about it. She left you alone expecting you to be her guard dog while not even checking up on you. She lied and ditched you. Your friend deserves no respect. Actions have consequences and her being an asshole meant her stuff went unguarded.